back to my channel. I'm glad you're back. Today we're going to be making delicious flautas, also known as crispy tacos or tacos dorados. In different parts of Mexico they call it different things. For this recipe you can make it with either potato, chicken, or beans. I'm going to be showing you how to make it with potato with a nice and easy salsa recipe that you can make. And for the ingredients you will need 2.5 pounds of white potato or yellow potato. The smaller the potato is, the easier it's going to be for them to be cooked. For this recipe, you're going to be needing corn tortillas as well, chicken flavor bouillon, diced onion, fresh or dried parsley. To help you keep the flautas together, you're going to be needing toothpicks, about 2 tablespoons of butter. For the toppings that go on top of the flautas, you're going to be needing iceberg lettuce, avocado. Some people like to add tomato slices to their flautas. A lot of people don't, just because they have the salsa, and within the salsa there's tomato already in it. But for those of you who don't want to make the salsa, you can also just add straight up tomato. I'm going to be using both. I'm going to be using the raw tomato, and I'm going to also be using tomato in the salsa. It's totally up to you, however you want to do it. Mexican sour cream. This sour cream is a little bit different of your traditional sour cream, just because it's a little bit more liquidy. If you decide to use the regular sour cream, that's okay. It's just better if you use this type of sour cream. Queso fresco, cotija cheese, or whatever type of cheese you want to use, panela cheese. For the salsa, you're going to be needing 4 tomatoes, 3 serrano peppers. If you don't want your salsa to be too spicy, you can also add jalapeno peppers instead. 1 clove of garlic, salt. For the optional, you can do a little bit of cilantro and diced onion. And now we're gonna slice all of our vegetables. Make sure your vegetables are pre-washed. Now we're gonna be doing the lettuce. One tomato. Now remember, you can also use dry parsley or fresh parsley. How you're gonna cook your potatoes is put them in a pot and cover them with water, and you're gonna be adding a little bit of salt. Now remember, the salt is to your taste. Don't add too much because we're gonna be adding chicken flavor bouillon to this later. We're gonna cover this and we're gonna put it on the stove on high heat for approximately 30 minutes. Depending on how big your potatoes are is gonna depend how much time it's gonna take for them to be cooked. Let's do 30 minutes for now, and then we're gonna go back and check. Over here I have my potatoes that have been cooking for about 30 minutes. We're gonna check them now. With a toothpick, you wanna poke each potato, and if it goes in softly, that means it's done. If you're having a hard time poking it in, that means it still needs a little bit more time. Some of them are easy to poke, some of them are a little bit harder, so I'm gonna leave them here for another 5 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes now. We're gonna go ahead and check our potatoes. Same thing with the toothpick. Poke them. These potatoes are much softer now, so we're gonna turn off the heat. You wanna take your potatoes out. So I have all of my cooked potatoes right there. For this next step, you're gonna be needing where you heat up your tortillas or a flat pan. Add a piece of oil to the bottom. And we're gonna be adding our tomatoes in here. We're gonna be roasting our tomatoes, our serrano peppers, and our garlic. To speed up a little bit the process of roasting your tomatoes, I added a lid on top to make pressure. You know you have roasted your veggies enough once the skin starts to peel off all over. For example, this one, the skin is already completely off. Same with this one. The serrano peppers is the same thing. The skin is lifting off. And the garlic is a little roasted from every side. Now you're gonna put them in your blender. Here on the blender, we're gonna add the garlic, a little bit of onion, and the salt. We are not gonna add any water to this, just because the tomatoes are gonna release their juice. But if you want your salsa to be a little bit more liquidy, go ahead and add a little bit of water, but I don't recommend it. We're gonna blend this. Depending on how chunky you want your salsa to be, you can just use the pulse button a couple times, or you can just blend it completely together. It's totally up to you. We have our salsa ready here. Now we're gonna transfer it to a container where we're gonna keep them at. To this, like I said, you can add a little bit of onion. And you can also add some cilantro. The cilantro and the onion is to your preference if you want to add it or not. At this time, you can also go ahead and check for salt. Make sure you added enough salt. As you can see for my salsa, I did not add any water and it came out very liquidy because of the juice of the tomatoes. We have our potatoes here. Now you have two options. You can peel them, remove all of the skin off, or you can leave it with the skin on. Either way, it's not gonna affect the taste of it. Okay, so we have our potatoes semi-peeled. Now we're gonna squash them. To make it a little easier, let's just cut it in half. We're gonna add the onion, the parsley. Check the taste of your potato before you add any chicken flavor bouillon or salt. And we're also going to be adding the butter. Okay, so our potato is pretty much all smashed. Remember, if you don't want to add the fresh parsley, you can also add the dry parsley. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to make sure your tortillas are warmed up. If you don't warm your tortillas up, they're going to break easily, so make sure you warm up your tortillas first. You're going to grab your tortilla, add a little bit of potato. Add a little bit of potato, but make sure the potato, you put it a little bit more towards one side than the other. So we have the middle right here, and then it's only on one side. Roll it into one line. And then you're gonna roll. Make sure that this side is towards the bottom. So when you place your tortilla to fry, this side is gonna go on the bottom so it won't break. You can also add toothpicks to help it keep it in place. This toothpick will just go right there. Same thing with another toothpick. You just add them like that. Do this process as many times as you want for the tortillas. And then we're gonna go back to the stove. On a frying pan, we're gonna add oil. Usually I would say not to put a lot of oil because it's not healthy, but for this recipe, you need a lot of oil. Make sure your heat is on high, just till it warms up. Whenever it's warmed up, you're gonna lower it to medium to low heat. Okay, so our oil is ready. We're gonna lower the heat to medium to low heat. Facing this part of the tortilla where it has the flip on it, we're gonna put it on the bottom. Same thing. This side is gonna go on the bottom. This side is gonna go on the bottom. Okay, so our flautas are nice and ready. On a plate, I put a little bit of paper towels. We're gonna remove them from the stove and add it into the paper towels. Shake a little bit of the excess oil out. Letting all the oil absorb. And now we're gonna go back with the next step. Okay, so we have our crispy tacos right here, sitting on the paper towel to let all the oil absorb. Once it's done, you wanna remove them from the paper towel. As you can see, this flauta, it came a little bit, the tortilla broke because I was playing with it a little bit too much. So make sure you don't play with the tortilla too much or this is gonna happen to you. This is the flautas that I did not put any toothpicks in. This is the flauta with the toothpick in. I don't usually put toothpicks in, so that's why it was a little bit harder for me to adjust to putting the toothpicks in. You wanna remove the toothpicks at this time, so you won't eat them. The way you want to dress your flautas is with sour cream first. Lettuce. Sliced tomato. And avocado. Fresh cheese. And our salsa. The reason I left one open is because I'm gonna show you a trick that I usually do. You know here, if you pick up a flauta, all the things are gonna come out. This is how they normally serve it. I like to do it a different way. I like to put everything inside my flauta, so I will open it. Add a little bit of the sour cream. Lettuce. Tomato. Cheese. Salsa. and a slice of avocado. And that way, you get every single topping in one bite versus this where everything's gonna fall out. But either way, however you wanna make them. All right, that was it for today's video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed today's recipe. Comment down below what other recipes you would want me to make next. Follow me on my social media, Instagram. Like and share with your friends if you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you also want me to make a chicken recipe and a bean recipe for crispy tacos, tacos dorados, or flautas. And I'll see you on the next time. Bye!